Hello, hello. It's Vernelia again. Welcome to Shout Out to You Tuesdays. Now, this is the cancer care series. We always dedicate the third Tuesday to cancer care series. And so today, I know we just got through talking like 45 minutes ago, but this one will be a little shorter for you. But today we want to talk about food and resources, um, especially when you're living with cancer, right? Or even being after diagnosed with cancer or after treatments. There's a lot of things that you guys probably are not really aware of that even after you're through with all of your treatments and chemos and radiations and all those other things that you may have to sorry, I'm trying to get this fixed. Um, that you may have to go through. There's a series of things that make you feel um, like you're not making progress all the time. For one is energy. For two is your nutrition, what types of food you're eating, and if you're feeling like eating at all. Sometimes we lose our uh, taste buds, or just the thrive to even want to eat. The foods that we used to eat, we probably don't even want to eat them anymore. So there's just a variety of things that ends up happening. So I want to share with you this first one. And I've talked to you about it before, and it's called Living with Cancer. This is Living with Cancer. This is Living with Cancer. And it's a program that's put on through Pfizer. It's a website that you can go to, which is thisislivingwithcancer.com. And you can get all types of support, online support, and different resources there. I will say one thing that's important is trying to remember your follow ups, trying to remember when you have labs to do, or when you have certain uh, special appointments, or even if it's treatments or additional surgeries, or maybe a referral to another oncologist. It just kind of depends. But it's hard to juggle all of those things. And sometimes you may have the right date, and then sometimes you may have the wrong date. So it's good for you to be able to plug in your appointment time so that way something can help you remember, like an app. So they have this app that's this is Living with Cancer on that side. This is Living with Cancer, where you can be able to plug in information that you need. So this is a free online resource developed by Pfizer Oncology for all people living with cancer, regardless of the age, their income, your race, your location, cancer type, stage of disease. None of that is really prevalent to being able to live with cancer. And so it doesn't matter what stage you're in and all those different things. But this is a comprehensive program that's available to anyone in the United States, whether they're on a Pfizer treatment or not. So it's not just focused on Pfizer. So even if you're not using one of their medications, you can still benefit from the resources that they have. And it's mainly just being able to focus on those facing challenges that we're going to go through and having access to care. Um, Sometimes we make the assumption that everybody has access to healthcare, everyone has access to treatments, but that's not always the case. You will definitely be surprised. So, there's a QR code for you to scan, and you download that sorry, you download that app on your phone, and just pretty much sign up, start building your customized website experience, so that way you can get the I'm not I'm about to say the best, but the most out of the website that you definitely need. So one thing that it does have for you on the if you go to that website, which is this is Living with Cancer. Uh, there's two words that's very bold: living and with. Two words that are very bold: living and with. For one, you may be diagnosed with cancer, but we're going to continue to live as long as we're able to live. So I kind of wanted to say that because when you hear the word cancer, we automatically associate that with death or like how much time I have and all that. And so, two words, living and with. Because for one, you're going to be successful in overcoming this or making the best out of it that you can. Um, and so living with cancer can be difficult for any and everybody. And I just kind of want to give encouragement along whatever journey that you may be on, or you may be a caretaker for someone that may be on a cancer journey. So with the resource, this is a resource that you can use. A nice little pamphlet that has information on there that encourage you to pretty much sign up and be able to talk to people about screening for cancer, because that's something that can be pretty much detrimental to your health and generation, especially if you may have a mutation gene or something of that nature. Inspirational stories is really helpful to hear and read other stories from other people that have gone through a similar journey like yourself, like yours. And what that does is it gives you inspiration to continue to move forward. Because a lot of people don't like to share their stories, but I always tell when someone does, like, hey, you should tell other people because you never know. You're going to meet someone that you're going to inspire. Also, cancer can be complex. Learning new information about cancer terms. I mean, there's so many, mercy. If you're not in the medical field, sometimes they can speak to you in their medical terms, and you're like, "What in the world is? What in the world is he or she talking about?" They want me to do what? Where is it located? Because everyone's not familiar with medical technology, right? So we have to come familiar with common cancer terms, and maybe that can be something that we can discuss on another cancer care series. Is cancer terms, like if they say this, what does that mean? What all is expected. And then, of course, you have the nutrition and wellness. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not doing what you need to do for yourself, it's going to be very difficult for you to be successful throughout this journey. So, nutrition is a big part of cancer. A lot of people, and you've probably seen it, they go through these questions of, well, how did I get this? Is it caused by sugar? Is it caused by meat? Is it caused by fats? Is it caused by smoking? Is it caused by, is it caused by, is it caused by, is it caused by? We go through so many of those questions that it can be overwhelming. And if you start going down, I don't want to say a rabbit hole, but if you start going down the research tunnel where you're looking for um, reasons that cancer could have been caused with you or in you, um, a lot of that information can become like, what's that? Right? Like, oh my God. And when we start receiving that information, it can become very overwhelming for us. So, so you read to digest it, but you also read to be informative of what changes you can make in your lifestyle. Okay. And be mindful. Everyone's not going to be receptive of your changes. That happens. But it's okay. That doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that they love you any less or any more. But it can be a little bit overwhelming for people. So let's talk about the little food parts. It's actually not going to be before you long because it's a lot of information. So I want you to go and read it and explore it yourself instead of me telling you everything. Another one is for food. Ugh, I got this mellow taste in my mouth. My taste buds are not the same. Uh, why I don't have the thrive to eat certain foods like I used to, or certain foods make my stomach feel weird, or I'm not able to digest it like before. So there's different things, right? I don't know what your journey may be, but on any journey, you have to eat. You have to have some food. You have to have some type of beverage, some type of fluids. Water is 100% your best friend, even though you may not like water. But you can easily add any type of fruit to your water, like a lemon or lime really helps to activate those taste buds. Or if you have any other kind of other fruit that you prefer to drink, you can. Excuse me. Sometimes even people have like cucumber water, and it's just to give it a little bit more. I don't want to say flavor because cucumbers really don't have a flavor, but it just depends on what you want. You can also put mint in your water. That can also help to activate your taste buds as well. But water is your friend. I know I have met people that say I do not like water. I can drink sparkling water. They can drink what's that other what's another water? There's another kind. I can't even think of the name of it. But anyways, they go through they go through the list of all these different types of waters that they do not like. So I can definitely understand it. I will say I was encouraged to drink alkaline water. Now, the alkaline water has kind of changed in the last 4 years, we'll put it like that, because it used to be that you only had so many types of water that were there, but now everybody's selling alkaline water with the pH and all that. The higher the pH, the better, but you have to go with what tastes best for you, your taste buds, not my taste buds. So for me, I like Essence brand. Essence is really good. There's another one that Walmart has a alkaline, and that's pretty decent. It is more affordable than Essence, and then there's another one that I was always getting from uh, Whole Foods. I cannot think of the name of that water, but I know it has a purple label on it, and it's quite expensive, but it's you get it in a gallon. But anyways, that water is really good. So, but you do what's best for you in regards to what you're able to drink and what you're able to afford. I don't want you to feel like you have to go and buy expensive things and you have other things that you have to pay for as well. But make sure that you stay hydrated. Um, Even when you're going through your cancer cancer treatments, they may encourage you to drink Gatorade. And that's because of the electrolytes. And they also encourage you to drink ginger ale. Um, and you may not even be a soda person, but that ginger ale just helps helps to uh the word I have is kiss. I don't know why, but to help to kiss those taste buds to kind of wake them up a little bit. So definitely drink you some ginger ale if that's what's warranted. But stay hydrated. You got to stay hydrated even if you don't want to drink water. And you know why? Because you're going to have some labs. You're going to have some labs that's going to come up. You're going to have some tests and all these other things they want you to do. And they're going to need to get blood work. If they can't get to your veins and your veins is a little bit dry because you're not dry, but smaller because you're not hydrated, that can be an issue. So, but most people have a port. Some people end up having ports, and that may be different if you're one of those individuals that have that. But still, stay hydrated. Definitely stay hydrated. So, with this one, if you can see this book, hope you can. I like this little book. Anytime I get them, I pass them out on my table just for people to be able to connect and get different recipes. So quick and healthy recipes, 50 simple. You can see that word 50 simple recipes that are quick and easy for you. This is through the American Cancer Society and also compliments of Estelia and Pfizer. So, um, now, one thing I was mentioning earlier when we were doing research and we're trying to figure out what costs, you know, this cancer to come. A lot of times we're looking at the association of food that may have put us at risk for cancer or other chronic disease. And there's so many different things that can put us at risk. And so you just kind of have to be mindful of what we're feeding our bodies. I always say we're living to we're not living we're eating to live, right? We're not eating to die. So let's eliminate that word of diet, because you know what diet, the root word of it is die. And so we're not trying to do that. So we're trying to live. So just change your lifestyle to where you're wanting to do something a little bit different and trying new foods. So um, a part of the American Cancer Society mission is to save lives. We want to share what we know about nutrition to help you make better choices for your family and live a healthier and longer life. So, studies have shown that people who cook often at home, right, eat better, less sugar, less fat, fewer refined carbohydrates, less food in general, and then people who cook less frequently or not at all. So when you cook at home, guess who's in control? You are, right? When you cook at home, you're in control of what you buy, how it's prepared, and how much you eat. Now I know at times we want to get something very quickly and we just run to the fast food place. But after you've had that, you're kind of like, oh, why did I eat that? Right? And that's not what I really have a taste for. And sometimes what you have a taste for is your own home good cooking. All right. So with this book, it tells you how it kind of helps you with having the nutrition guide. They have four key points, which is to choose foods and drinks in amounts that help you to get to maintain a healthy weight, and then to limit how much processed meat, and red meat you eat, and to eat less and to eat at least 2.5 cups of vegetables and fruits each day, and then to choose whole grains instead of those refined grain products. So this is a book that has lots of information in here and some pretty good um, recipes in here, because we always want to eat what we want to eat, right? I'm gonna eat what I want. Da, 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 da. I've heard that before. Okay, that's fine. You can eat what you want. But then it's also the point that when your body starts to react to by you eating whatever you want, your body tells you, I've had enough of that, or I can't take too much more of what you're giving me. And so we either listen to our bodies or we don't. But hopefully we are listening to our bodies, hopefully. Anyways, so they have, let's see, they have, I may need to go to the other page. I think they're trying to show you which things they have in here. Hold on, let me go back one. There we go. So they kind of have it broken down where you have chicken and turkey, seafood if you're a seafood person, and then vegetarian um, options. So, and what you can do is even if the recipe calls for chicken, you can easily substitute it for something else. For instance, this balsamic red wine, chicken and mushrooms. And so maybe you are not a chicken person. You don't want to eat chicken. You want to have a meatless Monday. Well, just substitute this for something else, maybe like jackfruit or some other type of mushrooms. And so you can use this for different things. So when you see recipes, don't always think that you have to it always have to have exactly what it says. You can easily substitute that for something else. So if you don't want to do chicken, if you don't want to do turkey, then you can do that too. So for instance, the turkey turkey and red cabbage tortillas with chipotle sauce. That sounds good and spicy. That looks good. That's pretty much what's on the front of the meat on the front of the book. And so for this one, if you're not a turkey person, you can substitute that for something else. For instance, maybe some tofu or maybe some sorry, mushrooms or anything else that you want to substitute it for. It's up to you. But they have a variety of things in this. cookbook here that you can easily make, and it'll be healthy for you and your family. So you can go, and I don't know if this is online or not because I get it from a community partner that provides them to me. But you can get these. I think it has information on the back. Hold on, let me see. I think it says you can go to cancer.org. So cancer.org, and or you can just take a screenshot of this picture and it'll have all information and how you can get access to this book. Yeah. So that's all that I wanted to share with you as far as for food and for resources. For one resource, this is Living with Cancer. Download that app to where you can put in your information as far as uh, resources and advocacy. They also have nutrition and information on their website as well. And then also for the food that for you. So I hope that this cancer series has been informative. Um, if there's ever a time that you want to come on and to share or even have a discussion about cancer treatment, cancer mindset, any type of cancer series, you are more than welcome to join me on Charity Tuesdays. We have Cancer Care Series every third Tuesday of the month. And so I do appreciate you joining. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. My email is shirleyt with v at gmail.com. And my website is sharethetllc.org. Don't forget to follow me on all social media at Share the Tea with V. That's my handle. And I'm on all of them except for Snap of the Chat. And I appreciate you tuning in to Share the Tea Tuesdays. Remember to be intentional, to be insightful, and to be impactful in everything that you do. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.